Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I want to welcome you to my channel. My name is Chad Royer. The name of the channel is What's Up with Chad Y. Royer. I want to thank those who have liked and subscribed to the channel. Please continue others to like and subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications, as I would like to provide more content as I navigate through my journey as a multiple myeloma cancer patient. I also have a GoFundMe in my name for those who would like to donate to my cause. Now, I did not come up with a particular subject in mind, but some things have happened. In case you have not known, or maybe you're finding out for the first time, I am not on my regular regimen of chemotherapy, which involves the Velcade and the DARA, as well as the other steroids that I take when I go to my chemotherapy sessions once a week. And that's because I have been promoted time-wise into getting the stem cell transplant a lot sooner. I will be looking at middle of the month next month, where I'll be preparing and getting started. This will actually start my 100 days of isolation, where I have to make sure that I do not get sick, and I have to try to heal up because my immunity will be impacted. Now, what does that mean? My immunity will be impacted. That means after taking such heavy dose of chemo, my body will go through a change. My body will be recovering because the chemo is intended to kill off the rest of the bad M protein cells that is causing the cancer. In the process of doing that, what happens is some of the good cells are killed off, and this puts me in a position where I have to recuperate back to some sense of normalcy, and this is where the introduction of the stem cells comes into play, where it will help with my healing. I'm in a gray area right now. So since stopping the regular regimen and discontinuing the Remlevid, I can't pronounce that word, but I can probably spell it. I have been dozing off even more at home. I'm napping more often. I'm getting lazy spells. I guess the drugs still have its effect. They continue to constipate me to a T. So it's not very easy to do a number two, but I'm able to do a number two. Those are things that you have to kind of watch for, because if you get to a point where you have too much in your system and you get nauseated or gassy, that would not be helpful. In fact, it would bother you even more. I have to credit taking Senna. Senna has been very helpful, even in cases where I feel like I don't need to take the Senna, I take the Senna anyway. As of now, I'm still waiting some time before I take the meds that would be designed to help me build the stem cells in my body. I believe that is a 7-day process. And then in the next week or two, I believe it's the week after, I will have to go in to draw stem cells from the body so that they can be placed in storage, so that they can be used during the process of the stem cell transplant. This is very new to me. And in the process of speaking to some folks, I realized that some people are congratulatory that we're moving forth, but I'm also getting a heat of caution. In fact, I want to thank my friend Teach, who mentioned that a family member was actually dealing with it before, and what he mentioned was synonymous with what my friend Chris has told me. I was told that it gets worse before it gets better. I'm thinking of all the ways that could mean something. In a way, that's the same thing that's being told to me. So I got to be prepared for the unknown. That bothers me. I got to be prepared to get sick, to throw up, to have bone pain. That bothers me. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But the only person who can go through this right now is me. I had to go ahead first, and I had to deal with it to the best of my ability. And for some people, it may not be that bad. It may be tolerable. For all I know, it could be tolerable, and I just don't know it. I'm at a younger age than many others. Some people get it in their 60s, late 50s, some in their 70s, and I can only imagine whatever complications they have. Some may not even be able to take the heavy dose of chemotherapy, but I'm taking a chance. This is like a one-shot deal for me. If I wait any later, I would have to continue the regular regimen, and I don't know what else could happen. I'm going to go for what the science and what the data says. Doing this process can actually extend years upon my life. I also want to throw this in there. The month of March is Multiple Myeloma Awareness Month, and the color that they use for the ribbon is burgundy. So I found a burgundy t-shirt. I was hopeful that I would have found it some time ago. I actually forgot that I had it. So I'm wearing it right now. My burgundy t-shirt as a way of showing some support to the cause. But I'm digressing now. So back to how I'm feeling. How I'm feeling when I'm walking outside, I kind of feel like my walk is changing a little bit. It's somewhat stagnant. There's some balance issues. I walk a bit slower. That could just be dealing with the cancer right now. I won't really know until I get through this process. And I just have to be mindful that I did have a back surgery, so I'm not 100% and I'm not a spring chicken. I'm just hopeful that I don't take any bad steps, because that's very important. If I take any bad steps, I don't want to break anything. I don't want to cause any kind of fractures or anything. I just got to be super duper careful. What else am I feeling? I'm not feeling as nauseated as before, but that always remains a concern. I do have an appetite like you will not believe. My appetite has grown. It's gotten to the point where I might have to fast for a few hours or maybe an hour extra just to make sure that I don't eat too much. I got to be very careful of that. That can actually be a deterrent to my well-being. I'm doing my best to drink a lot of water. Water is important. It helps the blood cells do its job, carrying the nutrients where they have to go, carrying the waste products where they have to leave, and also keeping a positive attitude, as this is most helpful for me. At this point, it's a waiting game. I just gotta wait until I get an update from the doctors. I wait my time, I got the calendar, but the stem cell process is going to take place earlier than anticipated, which could mean an earlier remission period, but I'm not in control over that. What could happen during the process, and I think it could happen to anyone. I can get an infection, I can get a fever. In fact, when I was in the hospital, I had a fever for a prolonged period of time. I might have failed to mention this. I think it was about, how many days did I have it? I want to say a good week. I had a fever that wouldn't go down. It was 100.1, 100.4. I might have gotten one in 103. I don't remember. I had to look at the charts. But for whatever reason, that fever did not go away until it went away. That's a possibility. And I just got to be realistic about it. I hope things work out. And if I do have a fever, I hope the fever does its job and help kill off what it needs to kill off. On that note, I just wanted to give you a quick update to let you guys know how I'm feeling. I'm doing my best to be okay. A little bit of nervousness does exist right now, but you know, I can deal with what I can deal with, right? So I'll do my best. I might have to re-up on some ginger. I have to re-up on some ginger chews. There's a few things I have to re-up on, and I will get to that when I can. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Tell a friend or two. Tell a family member or two. I hope this message, and I hope my messages are very helpful. And if you are willing or you want to donate to my cause, I do have a GoFundMe in my name because hospital bills are expensive. Thank you all. Quick reminder, March is Multiple Myeloma Awareness Month. Take care and be well.